Imagine waking up and finding out your computer decided to go shopping on its own, buying and selling digital goods without you even clicking a mouse. The creators behind the Claude artificial intelligence just built a testing ground to see exactly what happens when machines start trading with each other. Welcome back to Byte Reality News. Today we are diving into a wild mix of stories showing just how fast our tech world is changing. We have artificial intelligence economies, universities hosting inappropriate content, and big updates on tech bans. Why does this matter to you? Because the lines between human decisions and machine actions are blurring fast. Whether it is an algorithm deciding what network hardware you can use or a bot negotiating a contract, this stuff shapes your internet experience. Let us break it all down simply. Just the facts and what they mean for your life. Let us kick things off with Anthropic. They are one of the biggest names in artificial intelligence and the company behind Claude. Recently, they announced something straight out of a science fiction movie. They created a test marketplace specifically designed for agent-on-agent commerce. What exactly is an agent? Instead of a standard chatbot that just answers questions, an artificial intelligence agent can execute real tasks. It can browse the web, fill out digital forms, or make independent decisions based on your rules. Anthropic wants to know what happens when these autonomous agents start interacting with each other in a free market. Think of it like a digital sandbox, powered by machine learning. One artificial intelligence might act as a buyer looking for specific software data, while another acts as a seller offering that data. They communicate, negotiate terms, agree on a price, and make the trade. Right now, this is purely a simulation. No real money is changing hands yet. But the long-term implications are massive. Anthropic is doing this to study potential economic risks. What if a group of artificial intelligence agents learns to form a monopoly to control prices? What if one bot figures out a clever way to scam another machine? By testing these behaviors in a closed environment, developers hope to build strict safety rails before this autonomous technology hits the real financial world. I think this is fascinating, but it also gives me pause. We already have high-frequency trading algorithms operating on Wall Street. Giving general artificial intelligence the power to negotiate complex contracts could change everything. It is a smart move by Anthropic to test this now before we all have digital assistants spending our dollars recklessly. Moving to a very awkward internet problem. Why are some of the most prestigious university websites in the world suddenly serving up adult content and sketchy scam pages? The publication Ars Technica recently did a deep dive into this issue. The answer comes down to something incredibly simple and embarrassing: shoddy digital housekeeping. Here's how this happens. Major universities run massive websites with thousands of subdomains. For example, a biology lab might create a temporary site called biology.university.edu. To get this running quickly, they use third-party hosting services and link them back to the Maine university domain. Years go by. The research project ends. The professor moves on to another school. But nobody bothers to shut down the web page properly or cancel the hosting contract. Eventually, that specific hosting account expires and goes back on the open market. This is exactly where bad actors swoop in. Domain squatters and shady search engine optimization experts monitor these expired accounts. They quickly buy up the hosting space that the university abandoned. Because the main university website is still linking to that old subdomain, search engines like Google think it is a highly trusted academic page. The hackers load these pages with adult content, illegal gambling links, or fake diet pill scams. They use the trusted reputation of the university to push their shady sites straight to the top of Google search results. In the cybersecurity world, this is called a subdomain takeover. Honestly, it is a little embarrassing for these top-tier tech institutions. You would think places teaching advanced computer science would have better internal tech support. But it shows how messy the invisible back end of the internet truly is. It is a great reminder for any business owner. If you are not using a web address anymore, make sure you properly clean up your digital footprint. Let us shift gears and talk about network security and a brand new clarification from the United States government. The Federal Communications Commission, commonly known as the FCC, has been cracking down on telecom equipment from foreign companies deemed a national security risk. We are mostly talking about Chinese tech giants here, like Huawei and ZTE. Recently, the Commission passed a strict ban on authorizing new routers from these specific companies. But this broad ruling left many people confused about what exactly counts as a router. Is it just that plastic box providing Wi-Fi in your living room, or does it include other smart devices? The Commission just released an official public clarification to clear things up. The router ban absolutely includes portable Wi-Fi hotspots. You know, those little battery-powered pucks you buy to take on vacation so you can get internet on your laptop. If they are manufactured by the banned companies, they can no longer be authorized for sale within the United States. However, they made a very specific and important exception. The federal ban does not apply to regular smartphones that just happen to have a built-in hotspot feature. Almost every modern phone on the market today can share its cellular data connection with other devices. The government smartly decided that since the primary function of a mobile phone is not to act as a dedicated router, it completely escapes this specific hardware ban. I think this is a very practical and logical decision. Trying to ban any mobile phone that can create a local hotspot would basically mean banning almost every single smartphone on the planet. The core focus here is strictly on dedicated networking hardware. The ultimate goal of this policy is to prevent foreign intelligence agencies from having secret access backdoors into American domestic data networks. This rule is going to force a lot of smaller internet service providers to seriously rethink where they buy their cheap networking gear. It will probably mean slightly higher hardware prices for consumers down the line, but hopefully it provides a much better baseline of national security. Speaking of the massive physical infrastructure that powers the modern internet, let us head over to the state of Maine. Governor Janet Mills just officially vetoed a highly debated political bill. This bill would have put a mandatory temporary stop to any new data center construction across the entire state. Data centers are those giant, heavily air-conditioned warehouses full of computer servers. They make cloud storage, video streaming services, and artificial intelligence programs actually work. But they have an absolutely massive appetite for electricity and millions of gallons of water for cooling. Because of the recent global boom in artificial intelligence development, big tech companies are desperately looking for new locations to build more of them. State lawmakers in Maine were getting really worried about this rapid expansion. They wanted to pass a strict moratorium, basically a legal timeout, to carefully study how these massive server farms would truly impact the local power grid and the natural environment. They wanted to make absolutely sure local residents would not face sudden higher electric bills just because a giant tech corporation moved into their small town. But Governor Mills firmly said no to the pause. In her official veto message, she argued that pausing all data center development sends a terrible anti-business message to the global corporate world. She strongly believes Maine needs to be wide open to major tech investments and the high-paying technical jobs that come with them. She also pointed out that the state already has strict environmental regulations in place to safely handle these massive construction projects. This situation is a classic clash between local environmental concerns and the desire for rapid economic growth. Honestly, both sides of the aisle have really good points here. Modern data centers take up a ridiculous amount of energy to run 24 hours a day. In some parts of the country, they are actually straining the local power grids dangerously close to the breaking point. But at the exact same time, if a state government completely bans them from building, those wealthy tech companies will just take their billions of dollars and build their facilities in a neighboring state instead. It is an incredibly tough balancing act for local politicians. We are definitely going to see a lot more states wrestling with this exact same difficult issue as the artificial intelligence boom continues to demand more raw computing power. Finally, let us look at some huge, groundbreaking news in the world of health technology. When we think of cutting-edge medical tech being approved, we usually expect the United States to be the very first in line to authorize it. But this time around, Europe totally beat them to the punch. European regulators have officially become the very first in the world to authorize Moderna's brand new, combined messenger RNA vaccine. This single innovative shot is specifically designed to protect patients against both the seasonal flu and the COVID-19 virus at the exact same time. This approval is a massive deal for public health logistics and global supply chains. Up until right now, you had to schedule 2 separate shots, usually injected into 2 different arms, to be fully protected against both respiratory viruses. By seamlessly combining them using advanced messenger RNA technology, Moderna is hoping to make the annual winter vaccination process much faster and significantly easier for everyone, especially for vulnerable older adults. So why did Europe manage to approve it first? It usually comes down to how different international regulatory agencies process complex clinical trial data. The European Medicines Agency moved incredibly quickly after carefully reviewing the Phase 3 clinical trials. Those trials successfully showed that the combo shot created a very strong immune response against multiple mutating strains of both dangerous viruses. Meanwhile, the United States Food and Drug Administration is still actively reviewing that exact same data. They are widely expected to make a final decision very soon, but Europe definitely took the global lead on this specific medical milestone. I think this is a huge, undeniable win for everyday convenience. Let us be totally real for a second. Getting busy people to go to the local pharmacy for just one shot is hard enough. Asking them to make time to get 2 separate shots is a complete logistical nightmare. If we can confidently get multiple viral protections in a single quick visit, it is a massive step forward for preventative public health. It also clearly shows just how incredibly versatile the new messenger RNA medical platform is turning out to be for future disease treatments. So, looking at all these diverse stories together, what does this truly mean for our immediate future? We are currently seeing a massive shift in how advanced technology operates silently behind the scenes of our lives. We have artificial intelligence agents preparing to independently trade in virtual economies, which could eventually automate corporate business deals. We are seeing the physical infrastructure of the internet, like massive servers and home routers, becoming the center of tense global political battles and fierce local environmental debates. Even the traditional health sector is rapidly moving towards ultra-efficient, combined digital era technologies. The common thread connecting all of this is that our tech is getting much more autonomous and deeply integrated into the physical world around us. For the average everyday consumer, this generally means things will likely get much faster and a lot more convenient. Your home internet network might be significantly safer from foreign spies, your annual vaccines might be easier to get at the clinic, and your smart software might literally do your tedious online shopping for you. But it also means we have to stay incredibly vigilant as a society. As the embarrassing university website hacks clearly show us, when we rely entirely on complex automated systems and simply forget to properly maintain them, things go incredibly wrong very quickly. Whether it is closely keeping an eye on how artificial intelligence behaves in a financial marketplace, or making sure big tech companies do not completely drain the local town power grid, the next few years are going to require a lot of careful human management. We cannot just set these machines and forget them. We have to actively and aggressively shape how these powerful technologies fit into our daily human lives. Basically, from artificial intelligence economies, testing the financial waters, to cutting-edge health tech, streamlining our doctor visits. The future is arriving much faster than we can even clean up our old digital messes. If this content made sense to you, leave that like because it helps the channel grow immensely. Send this to that friend who needs to hear this. And if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you do not miss any new videos.